Last week, Elon Musk suggested the Department of Government Efficiency could audit the mother of slush funds, the Federal Reserve. He even suggested Ron Paul could lead the team. Now, Doge has already found at least $70 billion in waste and fraud in the federal government. The Fed could ramp that up tenfold. And the Fed could use some sunlight. Economist Murray Rothbard, in his book, The Case Against the Fed, famously noted the Federal Reserve has less oversight than the CIA. In fact, you can find videos across the internet of Ron Paul, who was then chair of the House Subcommittee on Monetary Policy, pressing Fed chairs for information only to get smirks from Ben Bernanke or Alan Greenspan, who didn't believe they owed Congress nothing. Raising the question, who exactly runs the Fed? They say it's not the president, apparently it's not Congress, to which the answer is it runs itself, on behalf of the banks who literally own it. So what would an audit of the Fed uncover? There's two big areas. First, how the Fed conducts monetary policy, meaning how much money to print, where to put interest rates, which can spin money for Wall Street either directions. Now, today these decisions are secret. We can only guess how much is negotiated over late-night dinners that touch on future employment prospects. Given Wall Street bankers habitually pay former Fed chairs hundreds of thousands of dollars for speeches, Janet Yellen got over $7 million, we can guess these are fruitful discussions. The second big area is the Fed as slush fund. The Fed currently reports $7 trillion in assets. These were overwhelmingly bought directly from Wall Street or hedge funds, including billions of dollars in overseas so-called swaps, where the Fed just hands dollars to foreign central banks. We have no idea what backroom deals went on to use your dollars to bail out one bank or one hedge fund, but not another, or to bail out one country, remember the tequila crisis, but not another. And in short, they literally printed up $7 trillion, and we have no idea where the dollars went. In fact, without an audit, we have no idea if $7 trillion is the actual number. Maybe it's $9 trillion, maybe it's 12. Who knows how much was printed? Who knows how many counterfeit dollars they dumped into special interests to dilute the dollar's buying power and siphon away America's life savings? Now, a main reason the Fed has never been audited is because it is self-funding. It prints its own budget, the same way a basement counterfeiter prints their own budget. This means the Fed does not go to Congress for budget. In fact, it traditionally hands money to Congress, called remittances, essentially some of the proceeds of its counterfeiting. Now, these were substantial, around $70 billion a year, until Jerome Powell managed to put the Fed a $250 billion in the hole. But even in the good old days, they represented just 10% of what the Fed printed every year. The rest, we have no idea where it went. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained.com. The swamp will fight a Fed audit for the same reason they're fighting all the audits. They own the grift. The trick will be communicating to voters just how corrupt Wall Street and the Fed are. A 2022 poll by Ipsos found 93% of Americans say they know little to nothing about the Fed, which the Fed likes just fine. Fortunately, the corruption Doge is currently uncovering across the federal government can make it crystal clear to this 93% why the mother of slush funds needs the mother of audits. Read the rest with charts and all the gory details at profsandknowledge.com. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.